on? What's up, Jot up north? What's up, everybody? What's up, Eddie? B Taylor, what's up, big dog? We're gonna be painting live, I suppose. I suppose we're painting live. Did you end up getting the box today? I suppose we painting live. What's up, CD? Paint you a glide. What are you looking for? Come here, Maisie. A gill. Yeah, we can do that. Let's start off with that. Paint a pickle, dude. I'm never painting a pickle, CD. I do have to start the glides out a little higher than 13. I probably started at 20, if that's all right. A gill. Give me a second to tape this up. Pickle is a wild dream. I went fishing this morning. This is totally random. And I was at a certain point, I gave up on fishing and just started perusing the banks, just looking at the banks and see if I can find any lures. Pretty much. I've never been scared so badly. This like bluegill jumped out. This thing damn near hit me in the head, dude. I sounded like a little girl out there. That thing, dude, it jumped out the water like a silver carp. I mean, it flew up there. All right. I haven't touched my airbrush in a couple days, so hopefully everything's running still. I don't think it was getting chased. I think it thought I was chasing it. I mean, I was like right in like the grassy area. My paddle hit the water, and that thing went flying, dude. All right, bluegill. Let's go ahead and get started on it. Paint something that looks like a crappie. Ghost, I got some ready right now if you want to see them. I got them sitting right here. I actually have it in 5 different sizes. Crappie in that, crappie in a wiggle, crappie in a 55, crappie in a Flicker Shad 7, and then an SRX. If any of those intrigue you, let me know, brother. All right. Let's get started on this. One thing I do like about these is you don't have to prime them because they're already white. Let me grab a glove. We're almost ready. Almost ready. Okay. We're ready now. Guess I don't need the air boost right now. What's up, McCurry? Ghost, I said I still had some coffee made up. If you want to come back in a little bit, I can show you them then. All right. We're just getting our base colors, and then it's going into netting. This is multicasting over to YouTube. So if it sounds like I'm talking to nobody, I'm talking to people on YouTube as well. Just a heads up. You guys are gonna be like, this guy's losing his mind. If you aren't subscribed, you should go subscribe over there. All right. Let's go ahead and do our next color. If I can grab it. There it is. What's up, Brad? A LeBron one. Define a LeBron lure. What does a LeBron lure be to you? You want me to paint LeBron? I don't know if I'm that good. LeBron lure. That's funny. Dude, I'm not that good of an artist. That would look ridiculous, dude. All right, we got our kind of our base colors going. Now, let's go ahead and do our green. Then we're gonna mid coat it, and we'll put it in the mesh after that. What are those noises? I think you're either hearing my compressor or my airbrush booth. Dude, I'm really wanting to get one of those waterfall booths, but I cannot justify spending that much money. Dude, that fan, the one on the right now, it's barely even going. It's on its last leg for sure. This paint likes the fisheye if I don't go easy on it. right, let's mid coat it. What, newer airbrush? Define newer airbrush. The old Harbor Freight special. All right, I gotta dry this, and then we'll get to scaling in mind. No, 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 not yet. At least. Uh oh, Houston, we have a problem. It got reset. Absolutely depends on the deal. Depends if you got like an Iwata, dude. I'll paint a LeBron for an Iwata. But if you're offering me a Master or a Harbor Freight, you're gonna have to go ask someone else. All right, let's do our mid coat. Which one? The one I really want's like $450, man. You buy me that, man. I'll paint you anything. I'll paint you a dang replica. I'll get into taxidermy for you. I think you greatly overestimate how I can paint because the LeBron's crazy. All right, we're gonna dry this and then it's going into mesh. I know it looks nothing like a bluegill at its current state. That's why we're halfway there. Okay. Do I do several bluegills? Yes. So it's like one pattern. It's more of a basic bluegill. I'm doing a totally different one right now. Trying to see if here's a fluorescent bluegill. That's not exactly what we're doing right now. In the same vein, obviously. Oh, dude, I learned a new trick yesterday, by the way. I had a big brain moment. And Tennessee country, I guess I've done also copper nose. That's what we're doing right now is a bluegill glide. Look at how big my brain is, dude. Look at that. Here I am for the past however long trying to put both these magnets on, holding it up when I could have just been doing this all along. Big brain moments from a small brain. I wish all my I wish all my enemies were in Salem during the witch trial with a bunch of magnets. That's what I wish. Anyway, let's start doing let's start doing these this bluegill pattern. Let me get this out. Everyone, I mean everybody. I want to go that broad. One second. Where's the bluegill at? There it is. Get our black. I gotta cut the fan on for this. We're gonna set it up back there. Where do I get all this stuff from? Well, you get the blanks from like 10 different places online. Same with the paint. Same with the brushes. As for all the stencils, these are all ones I've either purchased or cut out myself and or made myself. Any like recommendations on brush or I would so I you kind of it's a weird spot. You could spend money, and I think a nicer one's good, but then you're out more. The good thing about airbrushes is that it's a tool, so they don't really lose value like say if you were to go out and buy a boat. I know a boat's a lot cheaper, but or a lot more expensive, but I'd say an Iwata Eclipse HPCS. You follow me on YouTube. I've started posting some tutorial videos on there here and there when I get the time. Yeah, I will say every once in a while I do get froggy and I'll make some balsa, but that's it's a lot of work. I did actually today. I was throwing some balsa. I caught fish on my own balsa. I felt like a mountain man, dude. You think painting a lure and catching a fish is cool when you have built it from a plank? You kind of start feeling invincible a little bit, right? With a balsa I made, it runs really shallow. I mean, I'm lucky to probably get it to 2 or 3 feet on like a real if I'm really cranking down on it. But I caught the bass I caught today, dude. It was like catching a muskie because I kind of written that cast off, and I was just wanted to see the action again on it. That dang bass went up there and bit it as I was going, because they say when you're doing musky fishing, do a figure eight before you pull it in. That's pretty much what I did with it. Caught a bass. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could believe it. That ball set has some amazing action on it. My advice to you, 616, is I would try the hardest thing first because it's going to pay off the most. Try to learn how to build them. So then you're not just painting the same things everyone else is doing. It's pretty ultra competitive in a way. Kind of, you'll get to a point where you don't know what else to do. If I were to go back, I'd probably just start out building them, to be honest. But I'm in too deep at this point. Let me hit this one more time over here. Let's do our blue. Nah, I'm not feeling that. There it is. Didn't find it. A 3D painted or 3D printed. Other than crawls, dude, my favorite ones to paint are bluegills. There's so much you can do with the bluegill. Paint a bluegill like 15 different ways. And what I'm gonna do, I don't know if it's Jabberjaw. I think it's them. They have one where they have like a little red mark down there. I'm obsessed with doing that now. What I It depends on how many. If it's one for one, that's not really worth it to me. The Dream Gill, yes. Let me get the red. There it is. Just message me, Bluegill. We can talk about it. But I mean, I'm not against bartering. Okay, let me empty this airbrush out. We'll dry that. I'll take it out. We got to do the back and the gill plates and the ear. Let's dry it and we'll see our result. I just turn on the fan, otherwise my hair dryer will blow up dust. All right, let's see the reveal. Let's see what she looks like. I mean, I'm Kobe Bryant. Oh, wrong one. Moment of truth. The flop. Dude, I don't. You guys will be ashamed of me. I don't really watch any sports. I will say I'm a Cardinals fan. I do like a Cardinals game. I'll say that much. I am a fan of some Cardinals games. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's looking good. Obviously, we're not done yet, but that's where we're at. I always like taking them out the mesh, so it doesn't look like much in the mesh. Let's go ahead and do our gill. Now, you guys don't have much down there, sports wise. You really don't. Just message me, brother. We can discuss it there. Got a little paint going here. Yeah, I'm a bluegill fan. pretty much all I painted this week were bluegills. Like a lot of weeks, I overthink it, and then I'm like, well, what's my favorite lure in general? The bluegill DT8 or 6. I'm like, why don't we just paint the bluegills? I'm not going to do that. I'm thinking the half moon yellow ones or the half moon red ones. You just can't go wrong with the yellow ones. I'm getting paint drying again. Bear with me. Sounds good, buddy. I'll definitely check it out after this. See that? See that? Of course, right at the end. Thankfully, didn't mess anything up. Getting water. Getting water. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love the Midwest. 1 second, I'm taking my separator off. You gotta love it. What's up, Jeff? Look how much water's on this, dude. That's ridiculous. You got lucky right there. Give me a second. Putting this back together now. Okay. Should be good. Yeah, Stacy, how's the new kid going, man? How's the baby, I should say, the new kid. My mom said, "Why do you keep saying the kid's on the way?" I'm like, "Well, what else would you want me to call him?" Come on, dude. I'm getting water still. It ain't a live paint if there is stuff going wrong. Okay, there we go. Should be good now. One more step and then we'll put eyes on. Before this week, I hadn't been using that dryer sheet, but it really fills up that negative space insanely well. Makes it look a lot more like a fish. He's getting grumpy. 1 second. Where's. There it is. Awesome. I'm glad it finally showed up. I think I threw one extra lure in for everybody that got the first month. I probably keep doing that, to be honest. Make it even better. I mean, the extra one's not going to be anything too crazy, but it is an extra lure nonetheless. For anybody that's new, you go to my website. There are monthly boxes on there. You get 3 crankbaits for $27.99 shipped each month, or you can get 3 crankbaits and a glide for $45.99 shipped every month. That goes out the 15th of each month. The reason I'm doing that, obviously, it's quite a bit cheaper than a regular show. Normally, glides are no less than 20, and then customs are 13 or more. It makes doing these live paints a lot more feasible, which is what I prefer to be doing. There we are. Let me dry it off and we'll put some eyes on it. Okay, let me get these eyes. Those are too small. Okay, they're not in this bag. Where are you at? Where are you at? You're hiding from me. Just give me a second. They're in here somewhere. Those need to go back in that bag. There they are. Let's sign it. That's the wrong pen. Where is it at? Where's my pen at? There it is. I'm glad you like it, brother. We're going to go right here. There we are. First one of the night, bluegill glide bait. It is running now for you. Ooh, it feels weird keeping those gloves on both hands. Usually I just put one on my left. Of course, brother. Give me a second. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you, buddy. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Got the first. We broke the ice. Got the first one out the way. What do we want to see next? What do we want to see? I'm going to run one of these. Say Flicker Shad 7. If you like, I got to tape something up. So while that's getting taped, I'm going to run this. Can't remember what name I gave this one. What do we think? Glide bait again? Or I don't know about a glide bait. Maybe a popper. I said, I got to say, tape it up. I grab a popper. That's how bright I am, man. That ship does look crazy. Now, what I'm wondering, how this pattern will look on this. Of course, buddy, if you want to plug your next show, you can do that. You guys need to go check out Jot Up North. Dude has some good shows, some good people too. Definitely a show worth watching. Dude, you're excited about that. I'm excited about that Vago lure. That thing's sick. I've never seen a deep version. I popped into it this morning. I said, I'm buying that. I try to not get on here and spend money, but there's no way. Dude, I'm criminally low on white paint right now. This is the last show ever, guys. After this, I'm only doing one-on-one FaceTime, FaceTime live mates. Oh, one-on-one Skype calls. Cappuccino, what's up, brother? I'm kidding. That's my running joke. I've definitely played that joke out by now, but I still think it's funny to say. Any of you guys ever watched Trailer Park Boys? Dude, I'm thinking, you know what would be funny? I really like the one episode where they're having Ricky's going back to jail party. That would be really funny to name a show that. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I think my favorite episode is when Ray's in jail and they go and tell him that they can't get him out. And Ray's like, come on, guys. What the good book says, or no, said, Julian, I can tell you've been reading all those books. There's only one book you need. It's the Bible. Julian said, oh, yeah? What does your book say about scamming the government, faking a disability? It's so funny. I remember the first time I saw that show, dude, I thought it was like real. I'm like, there's no way. After about 30 minutes, there's no way the show is real life. For like the first 20 or 30 minutes, they had me. I thought it was real. Like, what kind of documentary series is this? Dude, you can't pick one, dude. There's so many good ones. Now I got a question. Do we do the green or do we try chartreuse? I think we try it since I've already done the green. Oh man, that actually looks. I know this is going to sound really stupid when I say it, but that actually looks chartreuse. A lot of like for example, like the fluorescent yellow just looks green to me. This actually looks pretty close to chartreuse. Okay, let's do black. I really like the way it looks. I'm curious. Well, I guess I can't do it because I've already sprayed this. I want to know what this color looks like over the black. 'Cause it might, I guess this is fairly black, so you kind of get an idea of what it could look like. It just looked like a fluorescent green. That might be cool. I probably won't try it this time, but that would be cool to try that as the stripes. I know, dude. I was just thinking while I was doing it, I wish I had some like stripes already cut out on stick-ons. What would be really cool is if I could put the stripes down like the stick-ons, right, and then spray the black over it, peel the stick-on off, and then you have the white lines. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing it with white now, but it wouldn't look the same. I don't think. All right, let's do our purple. Oh, there it is. Of course, it's sitting right here. Let me dry it. Fast tackle, yes. What are you looking for, brother? That's kind of the whole point of this. You come in here, request things. So if there's anything you want, just let me know, brother. Sounds good, buddy. Now I got a question, and I think I already know the answer. But you know what would be kind of sick on this? Instead of doing black around the eyes, what if I did purple around the eyes? Worst case scenario, if it looks bad, just go back over it again. But I think it'll look good. I do have some purple Viper eyes that would look really good on this. What's up, Josh? Okay. One last step. Two steps left, actually. I'm thinking purple dots, too. I think we just keep going with this theme. This looks like something you dug out of a pyramid in Giza. Dude, all those colors look so good over the black. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, we could do another bluegill. Sure. For sure. The way I just said faux show reminds me of what movie is that? 40-Year-Old Virgin. I found your speed dating card. She was a hoe. Faux show. Oh, dude, in reverse would be crazy. That chartreuse tail, that would be a great bait to actually go fish, too. All right. Sounds good, brother. All right, let's dry it off. Heat set it, I should say, for being proper. Okay, let's get some purple eyes. Please tell me I have one more of these. I don't think I do, but let's hope. One can hope. I do have some other purple, but that one would look really cool. I was wondering where you're at, Eddie. I've missed you all night. 24 hours was too long. There's the other purple. Thank you, buddy. I just had an idea to do those colors in reverse. I don't think we're going to have another one of those. I don't think. Come on. I need to order more of those because I really like them. Oh, man. Psych. I faked myself out right there. Get back to work. You saw how my show went last night. I had to get back in the camp quick, brother. Okay, where's my pen at? I ended up not selling it. Things are really good to. It's good to have inventory when I do these live paints, so I'm not really too hard pressed to sell my other stuff. If it's fire, you know. Now, if it's some mid, then yeah. Here's this. Definitely colors I've never seen on a popper before. It's running if anyone is so inclined. Dude, I'm going out tomorrow. I could do that. Are you wanting a oh man. Who am I thinking of right now? Brad, are you wanting a bluegill glide before I do that? Zombie gill. What was the zombie gill again? Thank you, Ron. Sounds good, buddy. Oh, what I was gonna say, sea witches. I'm going out tomorrow. Not even to fish. There's this real big lake north of me. I'm fixing to just kayak along the banks. Last time I was there, I found a DD20, a man's -1, and then a glass wrap. So I'm fixing to just get some exercise, get some exorcism, and look for some fishing lures. That's like my secret talent is I can find the needle in the haystack. Oh, you better believe I'm bringing a fishing pole. This place has huge, huge stripers. No, dude, they just wash up on the bank. I mean, it's a massive lake, and there's no lakes around it. You get a lot of people going for hybrid striped bass there, and you need a boat. Yeah, I know I need a boat. So I was going to ask you if you'd buy me one out of your kindness, since that's a kind guy. At least that's what I remember. I remember you telling me you were buying me a boat. And maybe I'm forgetting. Uh, I'm wanting, I'm wanting like 3 or 4 story yacht, but with a bass boat deck on it. Something something cheap. I don't want you to break the bank or anything. We're just talking like $500 million. I mean, well, that's probably a little more than half a billion. We're talking 1.2, 1.5. I mean, who doesn't have 1.2 or 1.5 billion dollars just hanging out, sitting around? I got that in pennies in my car cup holder. That's a day's work, absolutely. But I'm going up there. I'm fixing what I'm really looking for. Obviously, if I find more man's minus ones, I'll be as happy as a kite or as high as a kite. But I'm really looking for some just absolutely decimated ones because I know I'll find them. It ain't that far, like 40 minutes. In perspective, the other lake that I go to is like 30 minutes from me, and it has been donkey butt. Dude, if I found some wiggle worms, oh man, I would be ecstatic. I would be over the moon if I just somehow found some free wraps. It's really I'm using it as an excuse to get exercise while doing something, right? That's I sometimes I say things and I'm just like, what is that even supposed to mean? You know, I guess what I'm trying to say is I like exercise with a mission, right? Now I'm hoping I find a Missouri crawl mint. If you're ever bored, you got to look up on YouTube a compilation called Bushisms. And it's George Bush, and my favorite one personally is he's up there. He's like, I believe that humans and fish can coexist peacefully. Like, what are you saying, my brother? There was another one, dude, where he's talking. I don't know about some. I don't know exactly the context. He said they want to hurt and harm their people, and so do we. And he's like, oh, that's not what I meant. Funny. That's a good video. What's up, Hooky Up? Dude, there's no way that's real. No way, dude. That would be funny though. Watch this drive. Dude, so funny. Those are really funny to look back and laugh at. It's like a serious. That'd probably be if I ever became president. That'd be me, but I'd be fishing. Like, yeah, we need to do blah blah blah. All right, now watch this. Watch this jig flip really quick. I want this. I can't fault the man. Sometimes that's how my brain is. I, that's a good point. I do have an excuse. I'll tell you what, though. I like to get on YouTube a lot and watch like comedy a lot. You know, like comedy skits. I really like watching the Dave Chappelle stuff. I'm on a new kick lately. Police body cams, dude. Endless entertainment right there. If you ever bored, dude, look up Arkansas State Trooper. I mean, there's a law you don't want to run from police. It would be Arkansas, my friends. Yeah, that stuff's funny. Entertaining, to say the least. That's how you know you handle your business if you're famous for your police chases. How dumb. Well, that's my other. Oh, the Florida ones are always really good. You don't really see. I always like to look for the Missouri ones. There's not very many. At least I don't see too many on there. I know that's a flyover state. You know, I only fly in here to do this show so I can have my name, and then I fly back to Utah. I fly back to I was about to say Du Bois, but that's in Idaho. Dude, that's cool. Your brother's a celebrity. Yeah, this is Minmo. Minmo live from his D6. Tell you boys, the paint money hit. Yeah, custom. It's not wrapped. It's airbrushed. I did it in about 10 minutes. Just a little quick bluegill pattern on the 737. Nothing crazy. Something to blend in at the airports. You're thinking of the 787s. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I'm not scared of flying, but after my little last flight thing, I don't think I'm flying for a while because I was convinced we were about to die. I was convinced. Take it off, and I guess, and I looked it up later. When the planes are sitting, first off, they said it's a 787. All I could think is, man, there's been a lot of those that have crashed, and I really don't feel like dying today. Definitely not in DC. Or sitting there, and I guess if they let too much fuel, or if it sits there for too long, the fuel will like build up in the turbine. Well, I didn't know that. That thing started smoking. I'm like, get me off of this plane. Dude, I was being a little dramatic. Told Carol, I think we're gonna die. But ever since then, I'm like, I'm taking a hiatus. I don't really need to fly for anything for a while after that. I feel bad because I'm pretty sure I freaked her and my mom out. Dude, we're dead. Dude, the problem is I had her convinced. I had her convinced it was over. I was like, we better make our phone calls. And after driving to Wyoming, a drive out there, that's a breeze. No, yeah, if I'm ever on a plane and it's going down, I'm not calling loved ones. I'm pulling a Shane Gillis and I'm calling my enemies. Get a last few words of trash talk in. If you've never seen that skit, that's funny. You call them up, Muddy. I'll leave you my used brushes, and I'm not talking about airbrushes. Something nice to inherit. I'm generous like that. All right, let's do our bluegill pattern. I got to stop talking. I'm done. Yeah, dude, I will come back and haunt you if you touch my wiggle warts. Just don't touch the wiggle warts. Dude, I'm low on wiggle warts. All I got wiggle wart wise now are painters. I don't have anything. I don't have anything fancy anymore besides that Bagley and my horde of build ants. Your boy's downgrading. I don't collect anything nice anymore. I just collect, like Temu poppers and stuff along those lines. fluorescent red one. Which one was that? That's my favorite fishing brand. Sea Witches. We'll say, dude, my little Timu lure that I painted, that kind of ruffled some feathers, man. There were some people that took offense to that one. All right, y'all, chill out. It's a joke. Yeah, we could do that. I have some KO warts. I also, well, as I say, I have some other ones. I'm kind of saving those. I heard they have really good action too. I was watching. I don't know who it was. Green County Custom talk about them. That's I've said before. Not really. I don't really watch much painting stuff, to be honest. I said before that I learned how to paint a crawl from Clark's Hill. It was not Clark's Hill. It was Green County Custom. That's who it was. Here's what I propose on this one. What if we did the gill plate in the ear through the mesh too? There's not really, dude. There's not very many people on YouTube that post painting videos anymore. I mean, it's like very few. Like even like one of the first people I watched like years and years ago is Baker's Build. He never posts on there anymore. I mean, I get wanting to be secretive, but here's the thing: people are going to copy you whether you're secretive or not. It's just how it is, unfortunately. And she does. She's like an OG painter on there. She's been painting for a long time. Yeah, yeah. Well, of course they go. As for me, though, I just started painting yesterday, so I'm still learning the ropes. Yeah, you bought the course and everything. But you just came out of retirement, so I mean, I understand it. You know, I am the dog. Funny, I was talking to my mom earlier. So I was like, I was trying to get somebody, anybody, to go kayaking today. Nobody wanted to go. Mom was like, "Oh, just bring the dog." And it reminded me of a story that I forgot about the dog. We were at the Lake of the Ozarks one time, and the dog wasn't always scared of water. Initially, the dog liked water, but until this day, we were on this canoe. I knew some people down there, and they let us use this canoe or whatever. It's just a regular wood canoe, nothing crazy about it. But we got some, we hit the liquor store, and it was Kara and I and the dog, and got in the kayak, had ourselves a grand old time. Well, the dog started getting a little thirsty, and I don't really drink at all anymore. It's very rare that I drink. Back then, dude, I would drink piss if it had alcohol in it, dude. I would drink anything. But I guess the dog got thirsty at a certain point, and she went to like put her paw on the side of the canoe. It's a flipping the whole canoe, and I have the dog's leash or something. It had to have been her leash, and I'm like trying to get all our stuff in. We just flipped or whatever, and I look over, and it's bad. I was holding the dog like a foot underneath. She was fine, but she was freaking out. And dude, this was like 5 seconds, people. It wasn't. We're not talking minutes here. It wasn't very long, but ever since that, dude, she has not liked water. I gotta admit, I understand where she's coming from. So that night was shameful. We ended up staying down there, and they have a Taco Bell, KFC. Or at least they did at this point. Like a 2-in-1. Dude, I didn't even want to talk about. We were some fatties that night. I'll tell you that much. God, it's despicable. All right, let's do our blue and do our red. But I really didn't. I mean, I was just say I don't drink at all now. I mean, I will every once in a while. That's a lie. Um, but dude, when I lived down there, Mike, I don't know how people live at the Lake of the Ozarks because there is literally nothing to do but drink, and that's fun for like a month, maybe a little longer. But at a certain point, you're like, all right, dude, you like want to go for a hike or something? Maybe I'm kind of tired of drinking. Oh, dude, it was ridiculous. I worked at a restaurant with my cousin down there, and we lived together. That was a mistake. Had a lot of fun, but I'll put it this way: I wouldn't do that again. It was a fun summer, though. I will admit that. Yeah, so funny. Do it once. do. I mean, I do like it down there. We've talked about moving down there now, but I'm a little older now, so it's not as tempting as it once was to. It would just be all I want to live on a body of water, and if there's a place to live on a body of water, it'd be there because you're actually fairly close to some stuff. There's a lot of stuff down there. It's not like if I were to move to like Warsaw or something. It's actually not that far south of me, dude. So I don't think I really have to change my name at all. I think it's close enough that I could get away with it. Any further south than that, yeah, probably I'd have to change it. Okay, let's dry this off. Take it out. I remember what I was gonna do last time. We're not drying it off quite yet. We're gonna spray the shift through the mesh, at least for the sides. You might as well just give it up and give them to me. I'll take them off your hands. I'd hate to have you stress out anymore. I rebuilt a pawpaw. That pawpaw was in pretty bad shape, really bad shape. Dude, I know it's like sacrilegious to redo vintage stuff, but I don't care. Yeah, there's no point. I mean, unless it's something just like real, real rare. Speaking of rare lures, I got something to show. I got something. I don't know where I got this. Oh. Well, there goes the stand. I don't know where I got this. I know I got it out of a tackle box, obviously. Look at this. Sea witches, you might appreciate this one. You might appreciate that. It doesn't. This might be the rarest lure I've ever found. A Heddon Punkin. I made Kara write me out a little note. Heddon Punky Spook Fly Lure Series 980. You can literally not find that color for sale anywhere online. And it does say Heddon on it. I think it's on the other side, though. So her and I were talking. I was like, well, you think I sell it? She's like, no. Like, you know it's good. Oh, dude, I know that one's extremely rare. Like, I don't even know. There is no comparable price to look up on like eBay. Put it next to the Monster Shad. You want to see a size difference? Do you know how much it cost? I do not have any Mega Dog blanks. I have some Duo Realis topwater blanks, but no Mega Dogs. I'll say this is bad to say, but the Bill Dance will get sold one day. But the Monster Shad and that are probably here to stay. I gotta put some black on the back. I forgot about that. I don't think the Monster Shad's going anywhere. I will say when he said $100 last night, I would have sold it. I would have given him there. I'll tell you that much. You just don't find those in the box like that. What stopped me is I don't keep much stuff, but I like keeping that stuff that I could see being worth a lot in the future. If it was just a Monster Shad outside the box, yeah, I'd sold it. I'd have sold it a long time ago. But the fact that it's still in the box, I'm okay waiting because that's something that's not going to lose value. It's not like if you have a Megabass 110, it's probably not going to be worth that much. It might actually be worth something in the future, but it's not going to be like that. And I like it. Maybe one day I'm gonna bust it out and put it in my sandblaster and put a hole through it. The only other one I'm not selling is that Spino Minnow. I'm keeping that one. $5. How about $4.99? Okay, I lied. The more I sit here and think, I'm not selling the 1908 head one either. I'm keeping that. What's up, Dom? Let me dry this. We'll put some eyes on it. Hand delivering. Well, since I'm on my private jet right now, I'm just throwing these out the window close to where they need to be. Pimp Down Baits. I wish I'd have thought about that name. That would have been a good name. Pimp Down Baits. I like that. That's real nice. What's up, Panhandle? Let's get these eyes. Pit my tackle box. That'd be a great YouTube series. Maybe I should do that. Just show up with an entourage. This man's fishing with Temu poppers. His box is just like a Temu popper and then some old corroded lead weights. Some yeah, rusty hooks. Yeah, it'd be like one of those old Umco boxes where the plastic melts the actual tray. My grandpa gave me this one back in 1923. All right. There is the new, or not the new, the bluegill glide bait. Yeah, my grandpa brought this tackle box back from Normandy from D-Day. It has sentimental value. For the next one, Eddie, I'm gonna do 45 seconds. It has bullet holes to it. I'm serious. What if the next one I've run 3 minutes? Thank you, Brad. I'm just curious what the longest one I can do is. Oh, Eddie, you might not want to stick around, brother. 5 minutes. Okay, do you want me to do that fluorescent wart? Oh, you said sorry. You said something, Eddie. I wonder, have you sent it to me yet? That's the real question. Okay. Oh, this in a glide. Okay. That's gonna be sick. I don't know if these eyes, let me check. I don't think the eyes are gonna fit. No, they will fit. Dude, this is gonna be a this is gonna be a crazy bait. They do fit. Bro, I might as well paint 2 of these. Do the zombie one. Is that the name we're giving it? The zombie? Dude, I could do both at the same time. It won't add that much time to it. It'll actually be quicker because they're going to be the same exact. Same exact colors. My favorite color to paint and my favorite color in general, see which is the color clear. I'm a real fan. And a 1.5. Let me grab that. Clear, it's just great contrast. Looks good on everything. It looks bad on everything. I mean, you can't go wrong with clear. Oh no, man. We might have a crisis. Where the hell are my 1.5s at? Okay. Well, news to me. Oh, there they are. I'm an idiot. I do have 1.5s. Not many, though. You stole them all. That's very kind. Well, you know this is my last show ever, right? I'm donating my blanks to probably Morphex. I'm not going to expand on that joke. You just had to know that one. Okay. We're going to have to paint this one white. And then let me look at this color again. Then it's the chartreuse. I'm almost thinking we do this chartreuse, because that's going to look sick. I think I used fluorescent green or fluorescent yellow on that one. Let's go ahead and get started. This shouldn't take too long doing 2 of these. Okay. Let's do that chartreuse now. 1 second, I gotta get some water. Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Give me just a second. start with a glide bait since this one is dry. Yeah, I'm doing one of each right now. One glide and then one 1.5. I'm going to run the 1.5 first on a 5-minute auction. I have not. I'm going to wait till Kara's back so she can film me. I think you. I don't know if we talked about it or not. I think that'd be a great raffle ticket thing if you were open to doing that. And that's something that I could promote too. I think you would get a lot more for it that way. We're doing right now. We're doing a new pattern, new as of it yesterday on these. But now I got my Bob Ross costume ready. I'm ready to do it. I gotta practice my voice. Hey everybody. I can't. He's got a weird voice. It's hard to copy. Hi everybody. Welcome to the joys of airbrushing. I'm your host, Rob Boss, and today we're painting a giant Impala lure. Paint a little happy accident. Stutter. Dude, I am afraid to do it because I'm afraid that it's going to be a hit, and then I'm going to have to start dressing up like Bob Ross all the time. I would really, to be honest, like to start doing costume paints. One of these times, I'm going to go live and paint as a mime. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Is that one? That's a good movie. Oh, dude, I could even dress up. Maybe that's what I'm meant to do, man. Because this is gonna sound weird, but I feel more comfortable dressed up like an idiot than I do normally. Like when I dressed up like a mime, everyone's like, "Man, you seem happier as a mime." I'm like, I am. This is phenomenal. I love it. Well, I can't do Bill Dance. So maybe I dress up like Bill Dance. I think I should dress up in some wild things. To be honest, my brother, they used to when I lived at, they used to do like this thing where they take like the middle school kids to the nursing home on Halloween because it's a nursing home. And dude, my parents went all out this year and made this ginormous Pac-Man costume, which was super sick. And of course, us being kids, we destroyed it. But they walked into that nursing home, and also they didn't know what Pac-Man was. And my mom said one of the old ladies went, "Oh, look, a wheel of cheese." That's funny. Now I get to relive that. I mean, when I Halloween costumes growing up weren't that exciting. I mean, I was a raccoon one year. That was pretty cool. Then I was like Albert Einstein. I mean, get out of here. Does it get any nerdier than that? I'm fixing to dress my kid up. Uh, he's gonna he's gonna be dressed up. I'll tell you that. We're going all out. Better watch out. I might have him dressed up as Glenn Robson. I might, I might have him dressed up as Waterbug Bait Company. Yeah, I never know. put it on, put it on Facebook. we, we dressed him up this year. He really wanted to be. He really wanted to be this. A Ninja Turtle. That's a good one. I don't remember. I did dress up like a Pop Tart one year. like a like a pest control. Is that what you mean? Oh my gosh, I was in. Oh, I just remembered another one I did. I don't know if I should say my other one. Walter White, dude, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I this is bad. I want to do this nowadays, but I'll just go ahead and tell you what I dressed up for Halloween one year. This I feel bad doing it in retrospect, but I was a young idiot. I dressed up as a sorority girl, and I was a part of the. Dude, I can't believe my friend and I did this. We dressed up as sorority girls for the sorority. What was it? H Omega Epsilon. Dude, it was so stupid. I can't believe we did that. I haven't talked to that guy in years. That was so dumb. White chicks, dude. That'd be good. Budman. I guess my most recent one. I was like Kara, her friends. I'll get into that stuff, dude. I'm 100% down to dress up. I know that's like my thing, right? I don't. She was. I don't know what she was. I know I was. George Washington. I was walking down the streets of Columbia, dude. People thought that was the funniest thing ever. Drank for free, man. They didn't treat me that good. I need to dry that. That paint's not wanting to go on too well. 1 second. So you went like trick or treating, Rob? Is that what I'm hearing? Dude, that makes it even funnier. True. A good point there. Okay, got the first one done white or blue and white. Time for the second one. Blue and white. What am I talking about? You know what I meant. No, I don't dress up like that. I haven't taken it that far yet. I'm more of a mind person. I might give up this whole paint and lure stuff and go to clown college. Is what I've been really thinking about lately. Go to clown school, man. I'd be a dang good clown. I'll tell you that. I'm getting horrible spray right now. Bear with me. What's up, Tom? Come on, come on. We might be switching airbrushes. There's no mic. We are. Give me a second. Somewhere in this, there's a clog. So I'm right there with you. I like it's a low stress holiday. Just get to have some fun. That or Thanksgiving. I'm a big Thanksgiving fan as well. I might have salvaged this. thing is, oh, you get some of that turkey, but man, that's like the only acceptable holiday to just get plastered, and no one really judges. At least in my family. I mean, they probably judge, to be honest, but a little less than if you got plastered at Easter dinner. If you did that, they're probably like, "All right, dude, you're taking this too far." There's always good football too. I don't really watch much sports, but you always got to watch football. Then I'm gonna see if that fixed it. I don't really want to switch hairbrushes, but I did fix it. There we are. That's the best thing. Okay, I might hit that 1.5 again. Any birds? Huh? What? I did a black back on this, right? It was a black, like, let me look. Take a gander really quick. Give me 1 second. Happy little bird. Oh, we could paint a bird. I'll paint you a nice blue bird. That's what we're painting. It is black. It does have a black back. Okay, let's do the black now. are done. Now let's do the back and the eyes, of course. All right, there's the 1.5. Let me go ahead and do the glide. That back is sick, dude. I'm gonna do the back or the glide, and then we'll put eyes on both of those. What's up, Cartwright? Did you catch anything? That's the real question. I agree. I'm a fan of this color. There's a few different patterns I'm wanting to try. I have no idea. There is no official name yet. It's still open for naming. Lime Burst Limelight. That's nice. Midmo Tiger. Oh, I know what. I know. The lime gave me an idea. And only the OGs understand this one. Call it the lime wire tiger. I don't know if I can name it that. Every single download has like 85 producer and radio tags on it. These young bucks don't know what it was once like. You 95% of the time you weren't actually getting the song. You were getting straight malware. Oh, the good days. Back when the internet was like wild. I still remember like when YouTube was first a thing, dude. It was crazy. So you go on there and see, dude. I miss it. It's too corporatized now. I miss the good old days. Dude, that was one of the best and worst piracy ads ever. You want to download a house? I, quite frankly, sir, if I could, I would. If that was an option and I could download a house, I probably would have. I don't know if any of you ever remember the old. I never saw these, but they are fun to get on YouTube and watch. The old anti like weed commercials. I had like the Dare or whatever. Dude, some of those are funny. But this is your brain on drugs. There was one the dogs talking, and there's some guy who did a cover like a parody of it. He's like, "Man, I am tripping." The dog is talking to me. Rotten. I don't even know if I. I don't know if I know that. Here I am talking like I know all the lingo. Oh god, Live Leak was terrible, dude. I don't have a stomach for that. But man, when I do remember people talking about it, dude, some of those are like, I mean, in a way, it's probably good to understand what the world's really like, but it cannot be good watching that for you. I mean, there's no way. Oh, dude, don't even. I remember them showing that video on the back of the school bus. We're going to a baseball game. Gosh, it's still as nasty today as it was then. At least the thought. I haven't. It actually sounds like I've looked it up. I have not. Art. Yeah, all right. If that's art, then I am Picasso. I'm Leonardo da Vinci. If that's the standard art, get out of here. I'll go ahead and run this one for you, Eddie. I gotta put eyes on this other one. It's running for you now. Just short little auction. Could probably get this one done in the meantime, is what I'm thinking. Dude, you don't think 3 minutes is long until you run a 3 minute auction. You're like, wow. Imagine if they did it like eBay on here. All right, so that's your bait. I'm probably this is annoying me more than anything. So Eddie, thank you. If you bid, I'm sending you a picture of the Temu lure right now. It used to be a much different time. You don't realize how much the internet has been curtailed until you start thinking about some of that stuff. We just got to halfway too. Dude, I'm gonna have time to write your sticker name. I bet I can go get a glass of water in the meantime too. Yeah, you got to think long and hard about this one, Eddie. What's up, Fishing Panda? Yeah, I'll be right back, Eddie. I think it'll still be running by then, so you still got some time. I'm gonna go take a walk. Is it over yet? Man, I even went and got some water. No, I was for Eddie. I made him. He was complaining about 30 seconds, so we ran a 3 minute long auction, and to be honest, it kind of backfired on me. And then here's that other one. Do 5 minutes? Dude, no way. I can't sit through it myself. That was supposed to annoy you, but it annoyed me more than anything. This one's running now. Of course, buddy. That's a sweet glide bait. Mango tie. That's a good name too. Thank you, buddy. All right. I caught, I think, 3 largemouth. I get that lake's deceiving. Honestly, I find lakes like that where there's so much cover, it's almost harder fishing than when there's less cover. But I did catch a decent bass. I caught one. I did catch a nice bass on one of my balsa baits. I did. That was pretty sweet. I was happy with that. Unless there's any more requests, I'm going to run a couple and then I'm probably going to hop off here. Say 1.5 in the blue and tan. Blue. But no, that was the one in Tipton. I'm still convinced there has to be an absolute monster living in that lake with all that cover. I mean, there has to be somewhere. But I've also felt the same way about the ones in Prairie Home. I did catch a really nice one out of Prairie Home. I will admit that. But I'm just convinced that there has to be a good one. I don't know. Dude, you got to get something cool. You got to let me know what you get. I do have one last. I like Mango Tiger. I like that name. What's up, Chris? This is the last one I have in that color. The absolute last. This is definitely a color to stay though, so I'm gonna have to try it in some other patterns. Be a good wake bait color too. And really, other than that, I don't have too much more. I do have one wake bait if anyone wants it. Thank you, Justin. One singular. Well, I lied. I got two. That's the same one. The fluorescent bluegill. If you look at this one under UV light, everything on here glows besides the black. And it glows bright. Just one more bait. You guys know how this goes. Oh, just one more. Just one more. Let's see. You know, just one more. Just one more, of course. Do have a bluegill and a 110. See, I do the bluegill like 13 different ways. This is one way. Just a real big fan of that inner shading. I don't know. Something about it. The pink on it. I really like this one. It gives it that 3D look too. You're right. All right. I'll run a couple more and then I'll go hop on off here. Do have calling this one the Missouri Crawdad. No. The watermelon crawl. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl. This is an SRX KO. Sweet dude. That's been some of the weird, like the bluegill pattern is such a nice one. You can go crazy with it. All kinds of different colors. It's been kind of a hit here lately. I'm not gonna run too many more. I got 5 here. It's a new crappie pattern. Got the purple back. More of a black crappie design on this. Now it's really kind of a mix because it's still not dark enough, in my opinion, for a black crappie. But I would still consider it a black crappie. I even used the netting on that, if you can see it. All right, all right. One more. You know how that goes. I do have 3 more after this. This is a fluorescent gill. This is in a 55, Little John 55, the Spro. Another one. This one takes forever because you got to do the red and then the black. All right. 3 more. We're getting crunch time here. And then I'm going to get off here. Here's the purple and green crawl. I did a couple, well, I did 12 or 15 a couple weeks ago. I'll probably get back on it this week or the next and do some more. I did go and fish one of the balsas today, and I wasn't having any luck with anything, not just with that. And I was saying this earlier, but like with musky baits, they always tell you when you get up to the boat, do a figure 8. You never just bring it back in. And I did that, and I actually got a bass to bite it. I was just curious to see what the action was. And sure enough, a bass went up and bit it. Dude, stick with it. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really hard in the beginning figuring out how to get them to swim right, the ballast. I mean, there's the sealing of the wood. That's the most annoying thing. The Minwax. Use Minwax. I had to learn that the hard way. You see this right here? I thought I was rich the first time I carved them. I carved all these, and about none of them swam right. So I kept them as references of what not to do. I lied. I have 2 more. Here's a crappie and an SRX. That's all I've done. The ones I've sold have all been flat sided with the contour on top. What kind of wood are you using, Justin? I got 1 more after this. Balsa. I don't know how I feel about balsa, to be honest. It's really easy to shape, but it is so fragile. Even after hardening, you're almost better off doing like basswood, something that has a little more density. I haven't tried cedar yet, but cedar can't be too bad because that's what Poes were made out of, and those are some of the best crankbaits of all time. I've heard with the cedar, you kind of have to, you really have to focus on which way you're cutting on the grain. This is a Flicker Shad 7 if anyone's interested. I'm just pretty much talking right now, but one thing I don't like about balsa, and the biggest thing, oh, dude, that sweet. Some cedar baits would be awesome. That would be sweet. The one thing that's really annoying about balsa, and I'll tell you this, Justin, is when you're sanding, wear gloves. I don't know what it is about that wood. It gets so fine, you almost get like splinters. It's like the weirdest thing. Thank you, Eddie. Dude, it is like it's like fiberglass almost is what it feels like. I don't have that problem with basswood. I did make a wood bait this week. You want to see it? I can go grab it. Dude, it's dog shit. I mean, it is terrible. Let me go get this. I'm humble enough to show you my failures. And this one, you'll like this one. I have one more 110 I'll throw up here while I grab this. It's the fluorescent gill in a 110. If anyone's interested. Let me go get this. You'll like this one. All right, let me show you this. You'll like this. So, where are these at? Okay, here they are. These baits, in particular, suck. They look cool. The problem though is they do not sit right. I think it's because there's not enough weight on here. So I was playing around with them, and this screws on out. So I'm like, well, dude, you know it'd be really sweet, and I'll probably still paint this up and fish it myself. It looks ridiculous, so I'm not selling it. So I took the hardware out of this. I'm like, that'd be perfect for like a spook on like the tail. Dude, I haven't played around with my lathe too much, so don't judge me. Dude, I'm like, that looks stupid. But it does spin perfectly, so I'll probably fish it, but I'm not a fan of the way it looks. It looks like a dang hot dog. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should paint it up as a hot dog and sell it as such. It really has the same exact shape as an Oscar Mayer wiener. So I'm not selling it, but I'm like, it would be fun to fish myself, and it does have some really good action. It stays completely flat and spins. So I mean, for my tackle box, I'm not ashamed to throw it. I'd be ashamed to sell it. Maybe I should paint it as a hot dog. Maybe this isn't the hot dog one that everyone needs. 8-inch or like an 8-inch pencil, like a actual pencil, not like a pencil popper. Oh, my bad. It's like a fidget spinner, you know. But I'm gonna get back on the wood baits. I need to figure out my biggest thing slowing me down and being hesitant about it is the shaping of the balsa. But yeah, it's show and tell, dude. I'm not gonna sell anymore, but I got a little show and tell time. I'm at least in a decent place right now that I have like quite a lot already shaped. Now this one still needs to go in Minwax and get the hardware put in and everything, but I have a ton ready at least for the next step, which would be the Minwax. But that balsa, dude, the balsa is so. I'll just show you. We're really having a show and tell. This ain't even a paint show. This is a lure building show now. So I ordered like it was I can't remember, but it was a lot of money in balsa planks. So I got a lot. I just want to show everybody how easy it is to shape it. At least, I mean, I use a scroll saw to cut it all out, but I mean, this is how easy that wood cuts. I mean, it's crazy. It's really easy to shape, which is good for shaping, but is not so good for like forgiveness. Like this Oscar Mayer Wiener one. This thing, this wood was so hard that I could actually use the Forstner bit and it not wreck the bait. With the balsa, it is kind of hesitant, but I do definitely use Minwax because the thing that will drive you up a wall, and I'll just show you because I've at least learned a lot of these the hard way. If you don't use Minwax, so this one ended up not, this was one of the first ones I tried. If you look on here, you get, it will not clear correctly. Now this one actually isn't a terrible example. Do you see those bumps? They don't seem like that big of a deal right now, but when you go to paint them, they end up looking like this. Now I use sander sealer and it doesn't work. But I switched it up. I've been using different stuff lately. Now I want to recreate, this thing actually has great action and I probably would fish this myself because I don't care that it looks like garbage. But yeah, if you don't, well, there ain't no sanding that down. Those holes are, that thing's cooked. But we're having a complete show and tell. I'll show you one other one I'm working on right now. That's been the bane of my existence. That's gonna be my Achilles heel. Because it's the biggest pain I've ever experienced trying to get this thing to work correctly. So that's what I'm saying. Like the ones that are like not perfect, I'll still fish them. So it's not that, not too big of a deal for me. But this has been the bane of my existence lately. Now I know this one looks really dumb, but I was just trying to figure out the weight on these. So, one second, let me show you it. Trying to figure out what a good suspending weight. And the problem with this one is that the front set really well in the water, but the tail did not. You know, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna pull these out. I'm gonna save those screw eyes though. So this was kind of like the prototype. I know it looks ridiculous. Don't judge me. But the action on it was all right. Oh, this was before I realized, like, I guess this is probably something a lot of people go through is the being nervous about using a Lee's pot. I'm not gonna lie, I was very hesitant to use it, and then I poured some shad jig heads. Dude, if you're using already refined lead, it actually is not. It's not. I think it's more dangerous to cook a cake. To be honest, you don't want to breathe it in, obviously, but I've been. So what I'm gonna do with this, and I'm not done with this one. It's still kind of the prototype. So I'm planning on drilling out like this hole here because this is really the back is really where I'm having the problem. Maybe drill that out an eighth an inch more. Really, the smart thing to do would be to pull all this out, but I'm not going to do that. use that bit, drill probably an eighth inch more, quarter inch more, I'd say, or maybe a small one right there, and just pour the lead directly into it. But this was all the weight I needed to get the front to suspend. I could not get the back. To be honest, after I saw that it was sitting really good. It was sitting like this in the water. So, which tells me this is 2 buoyant. I think this would have good action. I mean, if y'all really want to show and tell, I got one more to show and tell that goes with this one. So give me so I do have this one too. Just giving you some ideas. This is a an alligator jointed top water. This one I never actually end up finishing it. Try that third drill spot on this. Like just pour it in those. Oh, you don't like? Oh, the tail, yeah, right there. Another see, which is you might know because I know you're dibbled and dabbled in wood baits a little bit. I don't know how in the world you get these together on a wood bait. I don't know if it's even possible to get these two to stay together. Well, I figured that much. You're a very wise man. You don't like screw eyes? Screw eyes and basswood, you're fine. You'd be all right. And there's a lot of balsa makers too that do screw eyes. It's a little secret. Or they use cotter pins. But if you Minwax and then you UV coat it, I don't see a problem with it personally. To be honest, the ones I've been taking out, they are not through wires. They're long. I have a Hagen's wire spinner. I'm taking that's like 0.35 wire, and then you're twisting it almost. It comes out looking like a screw. Put it in there. 5 minute epoxy it, and then you resin over it like 3 times. It's not going anywhere. I got one more thing. Maybe I can find it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. One more show and tell. One more show and tell. All right, I'll definitely check it out. I can't believe I found it that quick. I still haven't cut it open yet. I might do it here live. This might be risky, but we're going to do it. There's a nice little center line on here already for me. We'll do it live. What am I going to do? Do this not live? Wonder what's in here. What could be in here? I don't want to mess this up because I'm planning on pouring some resin in this someday. Come on. There we go. We're doing it live. Oh, I'm hitting the bait. I can feel it. I gotta make a pour slot though. That's the one thing. Karen's not even here. I better not cut myself. Luckily, I think I'll be all right. Luckily, this is cutting pretty easy. It's just silicone. Let's get in here. Well, it was going good. Now it's getting a little harder. And here I am going to do a big reveal, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. I probably should have used a smaller container. Well, I don't even airbrush sea witches. That's the dog. What is in here? I mean, it's not going to be that big of a surprise. I'll tell you that much. Just need to hit the bait. Where's the bait at? There it is. Don't care too much about messing the bait up. I have more people watching me take this apart than there was painting. It's like a big reveal. Dude, yeah. I've actually been thinking about giving up painting and becoming a brain surgeon. That's my retirement goal when I'm 70 to start getting into heart surgery. That'd be nice. Come on. Honestly, if I knew it was going to take this long, I wouldn't have started doing it live, but I can't not do it live now. Okay, let's just do the three sides and we can pull it apart from there. Good Lord. Where are we at? We've made no progress. This blade sucks. Come on now. I need one that's a little better. What are we doing? What does it look like, Steve? Do you think I did? Do you think I'm using? Do you think I know how? I have any idea what I'm doing right now? I have no idea. Does it look like I'm an expert? I'm sure it's the blade. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I think it was the blade. Come on. I'm really not trying to mess it up. This is like $20 of silicone. It is the blade. There we go. We're making progress now. Out the chainsaw. I was thinking about getting a machete and just yakking it down the middle. Oh, we've made progress. We've made a lot of progress. We're making a lot of progress. There we go. Where's the guy at the other day that asked me if this was a selling platform or a paint tutorial platform? My brother, do I got something for you now? Oh, dude, this mold looks like crap. Well, saw it here live. Maybe it still work. Maybe I just sand them out when I do them. Give him my bait back. Okay, let's go from this side. I don't know if this mold's gonna work. I have a feeling it's not going to. Give me my lure back, you dirty dog. Come on. Oh, shit. My bad. What is going on here? I accidentally X'd out. There we are. Give me my damn bait back. Well, I think it's safe to say that I wasted my money. I want to at least get my wood lure back. Well, this is one I did like months ago, dude. And I haven't pulled it out yet. The plan is to make a giant ass. Put the knife down. I appreciate you guys looking out for my health and safety. Dude, there's no way this mold is gonna work. I'm gonna have to try this again. There's no way. I don't know. I'd be really shocked if that works. I don't know. It might. Maybe make the pour right there. I don't know. That looks pretty rough in here. There's a dang dog hair in here too. That side looks really good. This side does not. You can see the bubbles. I don't think that'd be that big of a problem. This side looks really good though. It looks like I was expecting it to look. Well, I'm done messing around. Now, hopefully, I can pour that into a giant lipless. I think it'd be kind of cool if I could get this thing to swim correctly, which is going to be half of the problem. So, all right, I'm getting off here, fellas. It's been fun show and tell for the past 30 minutes or whatever. So, we're going to raid into somebody. I will talk to y'all later.